Yes, William Shamspeare took the ground floor room 3 months ago now. And how would you describe him? In a word, destitute. Destitute? Well, let's face it, the only redeeming feature of that room is the cheap rent. Anyone wanting to live in a place like that is either broke or has a belly screw loose. So hard to choose which category Sasaki-san would fall into. No! Mr. Naruhito, that's a little rude. I have a feeling he muttered that out loud. That's funny. Alrighty. The investigation begins. Welcome back, guys. It's Light here. And, we've been thrust into quite a case unexpectedly. Well, I guess not thrust into, more like flashback into quite a case. Of course, Sasaki would get himself caught in something like this. Let the investigation begin. What's this? It looks like part of an envelope, I think? Yes, I think you may be right. Perhaps it was torn off when the letter was opened. Is that significant? Well, it's a little out of place, perhaps. When you look around the room, there's no sign of a letter, or the rest of the envelope, in fact, is there? Ah, she's right. And yet, here we have the torn off end of an envelope. It just strikes me as unusual. I agree. We'd better take this, just in case. Okay. Well, I guess we should look at the body. Might be a good place to start. Oh, the poor man. So young to die. Do you suppose it was a very painful death, being poisoned as he was? I don't know. All we can do now is hope that he'll be reborn to a better life. Yes, I suppose you're right. I wonder... Do you think that putting our hands together in a Japanese prayer will help a British soul? Aw, sorry. I made sure I had a reference at the ready for just such an occasion as this, actually. Aw, she's so sweet. This book is entitled The Beginner's Guide to Praying for the Departed, the British Way. Aw, she's adorable. I'll just reread it now. One moment. There's quite a spine on that book, isn't there? It's gonna be a while. Oops, that is not what I want to do. Okay, okay, so we can't rotate around the way we did during the deduction, which sucks. Can we look at like this, for example, and that? Oh, we can look at the cup. I think. Oh my gosh. There we go. One of the teacups that Mr. Shamspeare and his guests drank from last night. But don't go drinking from them, Mr. Naruhito. There's bitter poison inside. I'm not planning on drinking any, don't worry. Anyway, the cups are both empty. That's true, so... One was Mr. Shamspeare's, and the other must be the cup that Mr. Natsume was drinking from. But Sasaki-san wasn't poisoned, of course. Perhaps we should take these so we can examine them in more detail later. When we get to court, probably. I guess we could do it now, but it's fine. I'm more focused on, all the unique stuff in this room. Look at these extravagant, bright costumes. Somehow, they look out of place in this room, with its grim, shady goings-on. This one looks like it's a king's attire. A king? I've always dreamt of being a king. Aw, Ryunosuke. Oh, I think you'd be more suited to a feudal lord. Daimyo or such like. With a Sean Mage top knot? Every Japanese man wishes he had a Sean Mage. Oh, you'd look wonderful with one. And you already have the sword. Can you imagine what would happen if I walked around the streets of London with a Sean Mage and a sword? I want to see that. I'd pay money to see that. You know, Sholmes would join him just for the heck of it. You already know that. There's not much in these shelves, is there? Just this wine glass and bottle. And both of them are cracked. Yes, not much use, are they? Oh? What's the matter? Oh, I was just reminded of the Reaper, that's all. Why? It's true though. Prosecutor Lord Van Zeeks? Yes, he's so reckless with his wine glasses. I was thinking it's a waste and that he should donate some to the needy. Yes, thank you. He's such a litterer. And for no reason, too. You can suggest it the next time we meet. No. No, please. Don't do that to her, Reinosuke, jeez. Imagine suggesting that to him and he'll be like, really? Well, you look quite needy. How about I donate one to you, and tosses one at her head. As we've seen from the outside, the window is completely bricked up. A vestige of the former window tax that Britons had to pay. What strange things they used to tax in Great Britain. I mean, making people pay for the number of windows they had in a property? It's extraordinary. Yep. It's heartbreaking to think of the poor having to block up their windows just to avoid an unaffordable tax. That's so depressing. Imagine not being able to see the sun at all in your home just because you couldn't afford the tax. Oh! What is it, Mrs. Otto? If you look closely, a number of the bricks are loose. Oh, what the heck? It's true, what could that mean? Oh yes, it looks as though an amateur has broken out a few of them just here. Wait, there's soap! That's soap, isn't there? Why? What? Was it Mr. Shamsby who did it, I wonder? Being the lodger renting this room. Ah, look at this, Mr. Naruhodo. On the outside, there's a little ledge. And there's something on it. What? Outside? What, do we have to look at it from outside, I guess? Why is that still glowing? Brr, it's so cold outside. You can feel it through this gap. It did snow all last night. It would be cold. But more importantly, what is it on the ledge out there? What are those snow-covered lumps? It's more bars of soap. Soap? What are bars of soap doing light up on a ledge outside the window? I have no idea. But the pair of them look rather charming like that. Still, that's very strange, isn't it? Bars of soap lined up outside the window. I think perhaps we should take one. There are two, after all. Oh dear. I suppose we could. Oh, what's this? Look here at the soap. Ah! Do you see? In the middle there. There's a patch that's a different color. It's sort of transparent, but some sort of fancy design, I suppose. Only in Great Britain. It looks like the Hanamaro flag of Japan, doesn't it? How wonderful! It's probably a very expensive brand. Expensive? Then what's it doing in this ramshackle old room? Jeez, man. What if he has a little money, but he's just trying to save up a bit, so he rented something that was cheap? You never know, don't judge. Oh boy, cheap bar of soap discovered just outside the window. It's one of the two that were found there, okay. I wonder what the soap means for the case. And here we have another disproportionately large machine. This looks like a meter of some kind. Ah, this is a gas meter, I think. It seems that in this district, residents pay for gas as they use it with coins. Ah, I see. Yes, now you've pointed it out, I can see that there's a slot just here that looks like it would take a coin. So you mean, you put a coin in here. That's right. That would buy you about 2 hours of gas for lights and heating. So if you were a poor person with no money, you'd have to sleep in the freezing cold. Yes, or if you were a scatterbrain with no change because you forgot to exchange your money at the bank. Thank goodness there's no meter in our office. You can thank Sholmes for that. But, wasn't there another side? It didn't let us go to the other side yet. Dang it. Who's interrupting us? Looks like you're having a good snoop around, eh? I knew it was him! Inspector Gregson, back so soon? After I threw that little Japanese fella in the clink, I went and reported this to the investigation division. 5 minutes' time, this place will be cordoned off by the yard. Oh, I see. Well, we'd better be leaving then. Poor Mr. Natsume must be feeling very low, being back in his cell again so soon. I'm sure. We should probably go and... Huh? Hello? What the... What's wrong, Mr. Naruto? Yeah! What the heck? Whoa, what? What in the huh? Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player. That struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. Now, how soundeth the next part? Huh? It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Oh hey, Gregson knows it. Indeed. Oh, happy day. Huh? What? What? Walking Dead! It's beautiful. No, but it's, understandable. What the heck? The fella isn't dead at all? What was that nonsense he was saying, though? I think, yes, it was from William Shakespeare's Macbeth. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. A soliloquy from Act 5, Scene 5. So Shamspeare isn't meant to represent Shakespeare. Oh! Shamespeare because he's a sham. I get it. Ha. Ha ha ha. Shakespeare. How funny. So it was that the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, came back to life. If the man had indeed been poisoned, it transpired that it hadn't killed him. He was taken by emergency carriage to a nearby hospital for treatment. And Inspector Gregson evicted us from the scene of the crime, whatever that now was. Attempted murder, I guess. But now that makes it like even more like decisive against Natsume because like he was the only one there, he tried and failed. But I guess like they have, if he survives, hopefully, they'll have his testimony. Whatever do you think will happen now? Good question. What a strange situation for Mr. Natsume, arrested for murder, but then the victim comes back to life. I think perhaps the victim was never dead in the first place. It seems very likely that Mr. Shamspeare did consume poison, as we deducted. But it was an accident, attempted suicide, or attempted murder. Until the truth can be established, I imagine the police will keep Mr. Natsume in custody. I suppose so. Let's hope it doesn't come to anything more than a night in the cells. Oh, what's this? Oh? Hello there. What's that man doing over there? He looks like he's trying to see into Saseki-san's lodgings. Is something wrong, Mr. Naruto? Excuse me, could we have a word? Whoa! Ah! Oh, we met him before too, briefly, in, case 4. He just ran off. I feel sure that I've seen that man somewhere before. Where was it? I do too, but I don't remember. Is it a coincidence then? It's definitely involved, because we met him at the same time we met Shamspeare, which means there's more to this case than meets the eye. Alright, we wanted to talk to Mr. Garrett, right? Let's do that. Can't believe it. He's back again. We're never gonna be rid of this guy, are we? Here we are again. The eccentric landlord's eccentric top floor abode. We're here because Mr. Garridub's the one who discovered the incident this morning, don't forget. Hello there. Ah, you chaps, hey? Yes, good morning, sir. Thank you for your cooperation in court yesterday. It was quite a trial. As much for Mr. Garridub as anyone, really. Came straight back here after all that business at the Bailey yesterday. Didn't expect to wake up to more bally nonsense this morning. I wonder if you wouldn't mind telling us exactly what happened, Mr. Garridub? Yes, I suppose you'd like to know all about that dead loss of an actor chap in the ground floor room. Those were exactly Inspector Gregson's words, weren't they? I love that Inspector Gregson is so easy to read like that. It's hilarious. Alrighty. Talk to me, Mr. Garridub. It must have been a real shock for you this morning. I hear that you discovered what had happened. Ah, well, that hopeless actor chap rises at 5 o'clock sharp every morning without fail. But at 5:30 this morning, he still hadn't lit the glass. So I went down and knocked on his door, but no bally answer. And that's when you broke into his room by kicking down the door? I love her little smile. Well, I called on that rum-looking Japanese chap to do the grunt work, of course. Wasn't it a little premature to kick the door down? The man could have just overslept by half an hour. That's very true, Mr. Naruhodo. If 30 minutes oversleeping warranted such behavior, I'd have to kick your door down every morning. Oh. Well, you know, better to be safe than sorry and all that. Is it just me? Or is he avoiding our gaze now all of a sudden? Didn't we go through this last time? Dude, just talk to us. We're gonna find out either way. You can't hide anything. Except that it was a sorry situation indeed that you found on the far side of the door. That is true. Imagine if he didn't kick the door down. The victim's name is Mr. Shamspear, I believe. Is that right? Yes, William Shamspear took the ground floor room 3 months ago now. And how would you describe him? In a word, destitute. Destitute? Well, let's face it, the only redeeming feature of that room is the cheap rent. Anyone wanting to live in a place like that is either broke or has a belly screw loose. So hard to choose which category Sasaki-san would fall into. No! Mr. Naruhodo, that's a little rude. I have a feeling he muttered that out loud. That's funny. He was doing research as well. Research? Into what? Shakespeare, of course, Shakespeare. Read a few plays at the Old Bard myself, you know? Romeo and Hamlet and all that. I believe you just got two titles mixed up. Yes, William Shakespeare is England's most highly regarded classical playwright and author. He's known as Seiyo in Japanese, as you know, and many of his works have already been translated. It seems incredible that Shakespeare was shortened to Seiyo, though. Someone was too heavy-handed there. There were a lot of costumes in the victim's room, actually, weren't there? Of course, Mr. Natsume is a scholar of English literature as well. I imagine he and Mr. Shamspeare would have had much in common. Ooh. Shakespeare interpretation disagreement leads to shocking murder. Let's hope it's not that. Mr. Naruhodo, really? How rude. Either he's like muttering some of it out loud, or she can literally tell what he's thinking just by his face. After Miss Natsume's trial yesterday, you came straight back here, I believe, didn't you? Did you notice anything strange between then and this morning? Well, now, must have been about 6 in the evening by the time I got home. Snow was coming down rather heavily, as I remember, and it was completely dark already. That failed actor chap was out at the time. Mr. Garridub noticed there was no light from his room or something, I suppose. Couldn't summon energy for anything much, so I just sat in front of the fire up here. It was after 8 before Shamspeare got back, and the chap was up until past 1 in the morning, I'll have you know. Suppose he met his end sometime after that. I was asleep by then, so I'm rather in the dark there. Literally. Well, thank you. That was very illuminating. Is everything alright, Mrs. Otto? Well, I was just thinking it's a little strange, that's all. Mr. Garrideb, you were up here in your room all evening, if I've understood correctly. Not a big fan of stairs, not with this blasted leg. Then, how is it that you seem to know? The precise movements of your tenant on the ground floor, I mean. Yeah! Oh, she got him, that's true. How the heck do you know? That's a very good point. I can't imagine that you could hear noises from the ground floor all the way up here. Does this old man like to spy on his tenants? Is that it? I say, I know what you're thinking, and it's a bally outrage. I'm ex-military, don't you know? I don't go around spying on my tenants. Why would I? Then how did you know, Mr. Garrideb? It's the gas, woman! The gas tells me everything. The gas? Dang, is he, I'm joking. I'm not Oh my gosh. What on earth do you mean, sir? How can the gas tell you anything, let alone everything? Well, as you're probably aware, the gas is supplied to the building by pipes. Yes, I'd more or less worked that out. Every room in the building is connected by a single pipe to the gas main outside. And the gas company supplies gas to properties via the main. Yes, I understand that, too. Let me see if I can explain. Let's say I was to light the gas lamps up here. What do you suppose would happen? Well, obviously the room would get brighter. Exactly, but at the same time, the lights in all of the other rooms of the house would dim for a moment. What? They dim? Why? Perhaps it's because when you light a gas lamp, it briefly uses more gas than usual, and that reduces the amount of gas in the pipe for the other lamps that are connected to it. That might explain why the other lamps dim momentarily, mightn't it? Yes, of course. Because everything's connected to a single supply pipe. Is that supposed to happen, though? It sounds rather undesirable. Jolly good point. Fact is, the gas company's pipes in these parts are pretty hopeless, long worn out, and barely got any gas in them to start with. Opposite's also true, of course. Extinguish the lamps up here, and they glow brighter in the rest of the house. Ah, right, I see. So by watching the flickering of the lamps in one room, you can determine what's happening elsewhere. Got it. Oh, of course, because when people come back home in the evening, and before they go to sleep at night, what they're guaranteed to do is either light or put out their lamps and fires. Clever. In point of fact, the room on the ground floor and the one above it use slightly different amounts of gas. By watching the lights in here closely, I can work out almost exactly what's going on in the whole house. That takes some skill to figure out though, jeez. Gosh, that's fascinating, Mr. Garrideb. Absolutely fascinating. Oh well, nothing to it really. And I can't really see that it's going to help us with the case either. What I'd like to know is why Mr. Garrideb is so interested in what his tenants are up to in the first place. That's also true. It takes a lot of work, and like, why would you put in so much effort to figure out like who's coming back when and doing what? Well, I guess a little bit's curiosity, but it feels like he says there's more. I feel like there's more to it than idle curiosity. Well, we've done as much investigating here as we can, I think. Perhaps we ought to go to the prison and speak with Mr. Natsume again. Good idea. Oh boy. Natsume, we're coming. No. I knew it. I was gonna say dramatics incoming. Look, Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Natsume, have the police finished questioning you now? Look, I'm student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! Oh, yes? What is he? Tell me! Is he a ghost? Or is he here to haunt me? Let me guess. You're talking about Mr. Sholmes? He actually calls himself a great detective, Mr. Natsume, not a ghost. But his diabolical deductions, they're not of this world. They've left me. Ah, cursed! I'm cursed, I tell you! Well, that sort of hurts.
Credit where credit is due, Mr. Naruto. You were heavily involved in the deduction too.
Yes, moving on. We have some wonderful news. Oh?
The victim that we all thought was dead has come back to life again.
Now, in the absolute worst case, you can only be tried for attempted murder. That's great, isn't it, Mr. Natsume? It's terrible!
Oh,
I'm stuck in the cell, suffering for some silly wrong end of the stick. You did it, didn't you? Confess, you're a killer. Why the mustache? Not the mustache. Constant questions. I'm sorry to hear that. Look, that's selfish shyster. Make up your mind. Are you dead or alive? If you were going to come back to life, why bother dying? Wickedly, wishy-washy, William. Dang. Well, it seems likely that Mr. Shamspear was never actually dead in the first place. Ah, yes, that might make sense. And I'm pleased that he's alive, of course. Our lively debate last night was much fun. It'd be sad to think it was our last.
oh!
Oops. Mr. Natsume, does this mean that you did see the victim last night? You met with Mr. Shamspear, didn't you? Thanks for revealing yourself, bud. I'm not saying another word! I demand to have a lawyer present. He is a lawyer! Who do you think I am? Please, Mr. Natsume, we need to hear your side of the story. Ugh, why am I cursed like this? I wouldn't say cursed. You just happen to have the worst luck possible to be always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or at least back to back. Ay, ay, ay. Can you tell us exactly what happened last night then, Mr. Natsume? There's nothing to tell! But, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, I'm eternally grateful to you for helping me with that accursed case yesterday. Case that saw poor Miss Green hospitalized after she ended up with a knife in her back.
It's hard to believe that was only yesterday.
After the trial was over, I trudged my weary way back to my lowly lodgings, and that evening at past 9, it must have been, I visited Mr. Shamspear. So you did go to the victim's room then?
As we feared.
I didn't do anything wrong! I'd never been to his room before! It was the first time! Then, what made you decide to go? I bumped into him when I arrived back at the house. We got chatting, and it developed into a discussion. We had to go out, so I bade him farewell. That ties in with what Mr. Garrett said, that the victim went out and came back after 8. We met again later that evening, at around 9 or just after, when I took him some nice tea I'd brewed as a gift. So it was you who brought the tea that had clearly been drunk at the scene then?
And I suppose you were discussing the works of Shakespeare, were you?
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. Romeo and Juliet! Who was the stronger? It was a delightful debate. What? That was their debate? Who's stronger, Romeo or Juliet?
I'm sure.
Such a stimulating subject, Shakespeare! I love this guy so much. And the debate became very heated, so you slipped poison into Mr. Shamspear's tea. You know he didn't do it, Ryunosuke. That's mean. No, never. Not at all. Team Juliet won. That was me. And when I left his room, the flamboyant fellow was fighting fit. I swear it. Categorical. I know how to say this word. Dang it. Categorically. Whatever. Mr. Natsume, you often say the same thing about yourself, I've noticed. That you have a cursed existence. I'm sure I've mentioned this to you before, but I've been here in Great Britain for a year now, and in that time, I've learned that it's no place for me. Aww, poor Natsume.
It can be very tiring to live in a foreign land and adapt to the ways of another culture.
There are foreigners everywhere I look. and they all stare at me. They all laugh. That's the impression I get whenever I go out. It makes me scared to leave my room. Which is why I've become a recluse. But even in my room, I find no respite from my fears. Oh, this poor guy. People suck. Doesn't matter how you look. What matters is in your heart, Natsume. Don't give up. I have moved more times than I can remember. And then, 1 week ago, I moved into Briar Road. But why? I mean, why did you choose that place? It doesn't seem very comfortable. Because the rent is cheap. I have so little money, it spoke to me.
The rent?
Obviously, there's a reason why it's cheap. Because the room is cursed. Cursed? Cursed how? The previous occupant, the man who lived there before I took the room, died there.
Oh no!
He was only a young man, but one morning he was found dead, and no one could explain why. What is wrong with Briar Road? Murders, murders, murders. It's like the freaking magnet for murders. Surely no one would want to live in a room with a history like that. I didn't. When the letting agent recommended the place, I wavered. But I want books, and books cost money, and horrible history is a small price to pay. No. When I realized it would mean I could buy more books, I signed the lease like lightning. Brave. Or blinkered. What? Okay. What is he saying? Like, was that brave or blinkered? But after I moved in, I soon came to realize what I had done. I realized how horrible that room's history really was.
Gosh, was it really so awful?
That sounds terrible. Dang. Don't tell me more than one person died there. That would truly be horrific.
How did the room's horrible history affect you, Mr. Natsume? What happened?
At first, it was just a feeling. The feeling of beady eyes boring into my back, watching me.
Do you think that might have just been your mind playing tricks on you?
No, no, no. My mind doesn't know any tricks. It was someone else. It's been one long nightmare ever since I was given the keys to the place.
A nightmare? You've been having bad dreams, you mean?
This poor guy. all the souls who have died in that room. Lean over me in my sleep and try to strangle me. That really is horrible. How the heck has he stayed there for as long as he has? How long has it been? Like, a couple months? It's crazy that he's still there. And now I come to think of it, it happened again last night, too. The very same night that Mr. Shamspear was writhing in agony from the poison in his body. I was on the verge of being suffocated silently by those miserable spirits in my room.
You simply must move out of that room as soon as possible.
Yes, you're right. I know it. And that's why I'm already searching for the next room with a history to go home. Not with a history, just a normal home.
I think perhaps you should try to avoid accommodation with any kind of history at all. Otherwise, I'm scared that you yourself may become history.
Don't say that to him, Susato. You can't say it nonchalant, too. Ew, Susato-san knows how to make the man listen. Good thing, too. Of course, Mr. Lord of the Manor is worried about the curse in my room as well. You mean Mr. Garrett? Is that why he's pays so much attention to what they're doing? Yes, he knows that if people keep dying there, he'll never be able to rent it out again. Well, that's true. I, for one, wouldn't go near the place.
Ah, perhaps that may explain why the landlord pays so much attention to the gas lamps and his tenants' movements.
Yep. You mean because he's worried about their well-being? He does seem to have an unusually keen interest in the amount of gas in the pipes. There must be a reason why he keeps such close tabs on the occupant of his let rooms. What do you mean he pays so much attention to the gas lamps?
Oh dear, no, it's nothing to do with you, Mr. Natsume. Please, forget I said anything.
No! Oh, now you're talking about me behind my back as well. What's important is that Mr. Shamspear isn't in fact dead at all. Once he's come round and he's able to tell us what happened, we'll be able to get you released.
Yes, please. Oh, I do hope you're right.
Excuse me.
Oh, Gregson, hey.
Inspector Gregson. I couldn't help overhearing what you just said, and on that note, I have some good news and some bad news.
Oh,
Which do you want first?
not the same as Iris. Always, every time, the bad news comes first. When hope is all you have, hold on to it. That's my guiding principle.
Right, well, in that case, the good news it is.
Huh?
Sorry, but it's just a lot easier to explain everything that way.
And why did you ask me my preference? Wait, hold on, what? Oh, the bad news. Oh, he said. I don't know why my brain thought he said the good news comes first.
As you might have heard, the victim, Mr. Shamspear, was just unconscious. He's come round now.
Yes, we saw it happen in all its terrifying glory.
He's still being treated by the doctors, but we've managed to get a written statement from him already.
Oh, isn't that wonderful, Mr. Natsume? Oh, thank goodness. It's all over then. I can leave this somber cell. I don't think so. Yeah, knew it.
Sorry, no. That's not on the cards.
What?
Why ever not, Inspector?
Don't tell me he's saying that he poisoned him.
Mr. Shamspear has implicated someone as being responsible for what happened last night.
He's implicating him because he's pissed about the argument, not because he actually did it. Oh my god. Implicated someone?
Oh dear.
You don't mean...
I'm sorry to say I do. Yes. He's pointed the finger at you, Mr. Natsume.
Ugh!
By sweet poison did he seek it to end my life. That wicked caitiff, Saseki Natsume.
No!
So I'm afraid you'll be appearing in court as planned. You'll be wanting to make the necessary preparations.
Are you kidding me? Not again! No!
Dang. And so, once again, Saseki-san found himself having to take the dock in the Old Bailey. Whether his room was haunted, or whether he was just terribly unlucky, I knew I had no choice. The following day, I would represent him in court, and do my utmost to break the curse that blighted him. Here we go again. Can't wait to see Van Zeeks, yay! So he can break more glasses. And not drink his wine that he goes to the trouble of pouring, and stomp his blasted foot on the desk. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, and he throws his freaking bottle to the gallery too. Why? Just why? Oh man. So annoying.
The Old Bailey. This place always makes me feel strange. I seem to get chills down my spine and break out in a nervous sweat at the same time. Well, I didn't think I'd be back here so soon.
That's my line! I knew it. Good morning!
Ah, good morning, Mr. Natsume.
It was only 2 days ago that I was declared not guilty here.
Yes, we somehow managed to prove he didn't stab Miss Green in the back.
But now this! Another morning, another murder, and here I am again in this hellhole! Can't keep coming to court! Oh gosh. I'm beginning to think he's right. It really does seem as though he's cursed.
Mr. Naruto, I'm afraid I have bad news. Oh! Oh boy. Mr. Natsume, good morning.
Yes, morning.
So here we are again.
Yes, again. No. Judicial Assistant Miss Mikatopa Esquires, what's the bad news?
Oh dear, you heard, did you?
Yeah, it was obvious you heard. You come in shouting at the top of your voice. People can't help hearing what you say.
Oh, I am sorry.
Poor Susato.
You've done nothing wrong, Mr. Zato. Now what is it? Well, it seems that the prosecution in today's trial will be led by Lord Baroque Van Zeeks.
Alright, who saw this coming? Come on, raise your hands. Yep, all of us? Yep, we knew it was coming. Wow, what a surprise. Van Zieks? Gog! Oh no! Oh no no! Why does he have to have such an epic theme? Goodness gracious. The so-called Reaper of the Bailey, the most legendary prosecutor in the land. In the trial 2 days ago, he pursued Suzuki-san and I relentlessly. Of course, by the skin of our teeth, we managed to pull through, but still. While he continued to fling glasses and wine everywhere. Perhaps Mr. Natsumi's acquittal in the last trial wasn't the end of the matter, after all. Yes, I know what you're thinking. The legend of the Reaper that says, nothing can save a person in the dock when Lord Van Zieks is the prosecutor. Oh no! You'll be fine, Suzuki. We already know that. We'll see you in Japan soon. That even if the person is found not guilty, the accused will meet a mysterious end one way or another. And we've experienced it firsthand. A man we successfully defended met the most terrifying end after his acquittal right here in the Old Bailey. Oh, they don't know the truth about McGilded yet here because it's before the last case of the first game. Goodness gracious. It's hard to go back in the before case 5 mindset. Ugh! Do I have to put up with these ice-cold eyes boring into my soul again? Cursed by evil spirits, and now by the Reaper! Pair of petrifying pearls, potentially! Ay ay ay. Well, if it's potentially, at least you appear to have hope, Mr. Natsume. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! Yes? I'm innocent! You have to believe me! You, more than anyone now! Of course we believe you. Don't worry. I'll be your steadfast ally every step of the way in this battle, I promise. And this promises to be a hard battle, I fear. Yep. Well, the trial is scheduled to begin shortly. We should move into the courtroom. Let's go! Oh hey, they didn't have to yell at us to get moving for once, the bailiffs. Oh yes, I forgot to say. I'm afraid he won't be able to make it. Mr. Sholmes, I mean. Of course not. That's probably for the best. Oh! If he were here, I might be tempted to rely on his help. Aww. And that could be seen as a weakness. If Lord Van Zieks were to notice, he'd prey on it mercilessly. At least, that's my gut feeling. Yep, that's true. Mr. Naruhodo. You're right. Yes, you're so right. That's like the first time. Well, right? Yeah, because case 4 he overslept and missed the entire thing. Case 5 he was in the hospital. So yeah, that makes sense. It's like the first time that he's not going to be with us when he's capable of being with us. Oh, well said, Mr. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Well said. I swear on the sword at my side and on the spirit of Kazuma that it harbors. I'll show him what a Japanese lawyer can do. I'll set you free with honor. Oh, yes. Oh, Kazuma. We do this for you. And your legacy. There we go. Oh, I wonder who the jury is gonna be this time. Oh. What the heck? It's the same people from the case before, right? I saw that right, didn't I? In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. So dramatic. Why? Put away your cape. Prosecution is ready. The defense is ready, my lord. Readiness for the trial, my learned Nepalese friend, is not what the defense needs. Shut up. What you need is readiness for your inevitable defeat. No! We will be victorious. It's not just in my imagination. It's really there. Lord Van Zieks has such an animosity towards us Japanese for some reason. It was some time ago now that he first became known as the Reaper of the Bailey, I believe. These past few years, he hasn't appeared in court at all.
Yet now, he's back in the courtroom. Though for some reason, only when I'm defending.
Yep. And we still don't know why. Because he likes to be ambiguous. He only gave us like a freaking crumb of information at the end of case 5. So annoying.
This Reaper, with his curious disdain for us Japanese, is a prosecutor shrouded in mystery. Still, this isn't the time to be pondering that. I have to concentrate on Sasaki-san's trial. Furthermore, I now call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You have been chosen at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to fulfill your duty? Absolutely. I had a feeling this larrikin wasn't innocent before. Uh-huh. I must say that I feel especially ruthless on days when my hat refuses to sit right. Oh, well, I rather like how you're wearing your hat. I think the ruthless look is very fetching, actually.
She's the only new one. Everybody else we had in the trial before. How the heck is that random? That's like... I don't know. That's like luck. Good or bad luck, one can't say, but still. That's some kind of luck.
I need to be somewhere at 10 o'clock. I have a very important meeting. Let's make this quick.
Isn't it 10? It's already 10, isn't it? I didn't like look at the time when they... Well, I did, but like it went over my head when they started trial. Sorry. I couldn't agree more. I need to take home 5 bob tonight, or the missus will go through the roof.
Oh, may the Lord show us all the light here, and lead his flock to a righteous verdict. The British jury system is so very different to our own, isn't it? It's quite extraordinary to think that the power of judgment is in the hand of 6 members of the public, and that the judge can only pass sentence when all jurors are in agreement about the defendant's guilt. 6 citizens of London chosen at random, or at least that's the idea. The prosecution would draw attention to the fact that the accused was on trial here but 2 days ago. Accordingly, where possible, the same jurors have been asked to return for duty today. Oh, that's why. Very well, let us commence the trial. Lord Van Zeeks, your opening statement, please. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is not the intent of the prosecution to cast doubt over your past decision. Hold on. Who was in the place of juror number 4 last time? I can't remember. No, it's not coming to me. However, the innocent verdict afforded to this eccentric Nepalese before has had dire consequences. Did the accused repent for his wrongdoing in that affair? Far from it.
He wasn't guilty! What do you mean repent? Repent for what? He didn't do anything!
Instead, he used his freedom to perpetrate a most blood-curdling crime.
Oh, does he mean like he didn't repent, like, that he was arrested? Like, you know, make him think twice before doing a crime? I get what he means now.
Namely that of the attempted murder of his neighboring lodger, an innocent Englishwoman. This guy. To explain the circumstances of the crime, the prosecution calls its first witnesses to the stand.
Oh, there he goes. Why have it on at all if you're just gonna dramatically take it off?
The detective responsible for investigating the scene, and the accused himself.
Oh, what? Suzuki's gonna testify? Interesting. He doesn't normally like to have the defendant testify. Oh, I guess nobody really saw it because it was so late.
Witnesses, your names and occupations, please.
Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. Suzuki Natsume, from the Empire of Japan. My government ordered me to come here as a student to study your language and culture.
Mr. Natsume.
Yes, my lord, sir.
I'm quite sure I'm not mistaken that you swore an oath never to set foot in my courtroom again. I remember it as if it were yesterday.
It actually was. The day before, in fact, my lord, but close enough. Ugh, believe me, this is the last place I want to be.
Inspector, let's hear from you first. Explain the case for the court. Right you are, sir. Alrighty, we're getting right into it. The incident occurred at the Garrett household, where the defendant has lodgings. In the ground floor room of the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare. The defendant has already admitted to visiting the victim on the night in question. Mr. Shamspeare collapsed in his room as a result of poisoning by strychnine. He was found the following morning, where the landlord, suspecting something was wrong, broke down the door. This means I presume that the door to the victim's room was locked at the time of the incident. Have most of our cases been like supposed locked rooms? They have, haven't they? What the heck? Correct, my lord. It was locked from the inside, making entry to or exit from the room impossible. The window. The freaking window. Something happened. Although the victim, Mr. Shamspeare, lives to tell tale, he very nearly didn't. The man was halfway to heaven when we first found him. I was the first officer on the scene, my lord. And I have a photographic print here that I took at the time to show how it looked. How is this guy everywhere? Yes, a chilling scene indeed. The man looks very much deceased. That's right. Everyone present believed that's exactly what he was. Again, nobody checked if he was breathing. Didn't I say that before about another case? But like, really, why didn't anybody check if he was breathing? Very well, I shall accept this photographic print as evidence for the court. This is why they say don't make assumptions. Now then, Mr. Natsume.
Yes! Yes!
As a defendant, do you have anything to say at this juncture?
They're haunted! Haunted by evil spirits!
Good gracious! What's haunted?
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings. The tenant before me died in mysterious circumstances. A woman was stabbed by no one on the street outside. My neighbor was poisoned. And me! What about me? I've nearly been killed countless times.
Killed, Mr. Natsume? How?
Even on that fateful night, it happened. When I returned from Mr. Shamspeare's room, I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out, and somebody tried to kill me.
You must always extinguish all fires before retiring for the night, Mr. Natsume.
But it's so cold! My runny nose would freeze! The point is, I didn't poison my neighbor. Oh, why am I being accused of this? Why is my existence so cursed? Oh, the poor guy.
Thank you, witnesses. I believe I have a reasonably clear picture of events. If I could raise one more point, my lord. One more conclusive point. Conclusive? Go on. Fortunately, the victim, Mr. Shamspeare, has regained consciousness after his ordeal, and has named the true culprit.
But they were debating. My money is that he's saying he did it just because he's like mad about how their debate ended up. He doesn't really know who did it. The poison consumed by the victim was administered in a cup of tea that he drank on the night in question.
Tea, my lord, that was brought to the victim's room by the accused.
Yeah, I got no defense for that.
Order! Order! Yes, that's the crux of this whole case. If Saseki-san is innocent, then why? Why has the victim accused him?
Because he's petty.
Well, Mr. Natsume, what have you to say to this accusation?
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamspeare's room, as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result! Never will I touch tea again! Never! Aw. That's so true. I get how he feels. This guy has so much trauma, like, it's no wonder he freaking left the whole country, because he's like, he can't touch the water. He can't make tea anymore because of this. He probably can't touch public water anymore because of this. He probably is afraid to walk at night because of the last case. He's probably afraid to, like, buy... Well, I guess he's not afraid to buy books, because he's a writer now. But still. Oh my gosh, so much trauma. The public pump was frozen, you say? That's not information we've heard before. That will do, thank you. Now, according to our laws, the defense must have the opportunity to cross-examine witnesses at least once. Therefore, I call upon these witnesses now for a formal testimony. I presume the prosecution has no objection? Ugh. None whatsoever, my lord. Good. Then you will give your account of events in the night in question to the court now. Yeah. Yes, my lord! Oh, this guy. Alright, the catastrophic night. It was around 9 o'clock that evening when I visited my neighbor, and I took some tea with me as a gift. We had a heated literary debate over a nice hot drink, after which I went back to my room at around 11. Ugh! My tea was completely harmless! He couldn't have locked the door behind me otherwise, could he? I don't know how to say this. Strychnine takes some time to have an effect on the body. People don't keel over immediately after taking it. The victim would have been perfectly able to lock the door after his guest left. The argument still stands. Dang, nabbit! Go away, Gregson! Yes, I see. It all seems relatively straightforward. Excuse me, but my testimony does raise one rather crucial point, I think. Mr. Natsume claims his tea to have been harmless, presumably, though. Teacups have been examined for traces of poison, haven't they? Why didn't I think of that? Oh, well, as it happens, no. We haven't been able to. Did I hear you correctly, Inspector? Scotland Yard has failed to examine suspect substance? How could you have overlooked something so important? Isn't that the first thing you should have done? Oh boy, my learned Nipponese friend is falsely incensed. The inspector said Scotland Yard was unable to examine the tea, not that it was overlooked. Shut up, you! Unable? Why? Simple enough. There was none left. Not a drop. Someone must have been very thirsty indeed. Wasn't there, a bit spilled on the table, or am I crazy? I remember there being some spilled. Maybe it's in the photo, let me see. Okay. Yeah, there's some underneath him that was spilled. With current scientific techniques, it's not possible to test for poison under such circumstances. We only need a drop. But that one drop does actually have to exist, funnily enough. The lack of examination notwithstanding, it appears nothing other than the tea passed the victim's lips on the night in question. I see, thank you. The matter is clear. Cast your eyes over the jury, my learned friend. What? Uh-oh. You can see it in their faces, I'm sure. The recognition of the accused's guilt. Your client's fate is all but sealed. Shut up! We defended him last time, we'll do it again. In mere moments from now, you will lose, and your compatriot will be damned for all eternity. He's right. I can feel all 6 of the jurors looking daggers at me. Ouch. But I can't let them beat me down. I won't. Yeah, you can do it, Ryunosuke. Counsel for the defense, proceed with your cross-examination. Next time. I think we're gonna end here, guys. Oh my gosh. How is it that he's always in such terrible situations? Not to me, why? I can't even, like, think of anything this time. Like, I don't know. All I can say is that the thing with the window was suspicious. And the soaps are suspicious as well. And the guy that was by the window. What if he did it? Oh, okay. I'm starting to see a way out of this. It all has to do with that window and why there was a gap in the bricks. But we're gonna have to figure out how to prove that next time. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.